Now the first entry in this question is sundry debtors. Its amount is 1 lakh. Sundry debtor appears on the balance sheet asset side. So we will write sundry debtors in the inner column. One lakh. And now let's see the adjustment. It says further bad debts rupees 1000. So we will first adjust the further bad debts, new bad debts, less new bad debts. The amount is 1000. So we get 99,000. On this 99,000 we have to make provision. Provision at 5%. 5% of 99,000 is 4,950. And we get our net value 94050. On this amount 94050 we will calculate discount on debtors. Less discount, the rate of discount is 2%. 2% of 94050 is 1881. We have to reduce these values. That's why we will use the bracket sign. And now we get the final amount that we'll write 92169. Now we will give effect of these adjustments in the profit and loss account with bad debts on the debit side. So the entries of profit and loss account will be written from the bottom of trading and profit and loss account. The entries of trading account will be written from the top. So I will start writing from the bottom. We will leave some space, one for closing the profit and loss account and one for net profit or net loss. So I'll leave some space and then I'll write bad debts, 2 bad debts. Bad debts given in trial balance is 3000. So I'll write this in the inner column. I have to add further bad debts, new bad debts 1000. Also add the new provision. Discount is not added to this. Provision is 4950 and I'll write the total of these three in the amount column, 8950. Now one thing to make note of, the provision for bad debts that appears on the credit side of trial balance, I am not adjusting here. So if you have given the effects on the debit side and if your total of these three is less than the provision for bad debts, the old provision for bad debts, then you have to strike it off and then write it again, everything on the credit side. So it's better to write these three things here and write the provision on the credit side. So provision we will write later on when we will write the entries of the credit side. After giving effects of the bad debts, new bad debts and provision, we will write discount on debtors separately. Now we will proceed with the next entry, that is of trade expense. Trade expense appears on the debit side of profit and loss account. So the value of trade expenses is 2500. It does not have any adjustment, so we will go to the next entry, printing and stationery. Again it appears on the profit and loss account debit side. Value is 5000. Rent, rates and taxes have adjustment, so we will write 2 rent rates and taxes 3,450, and it's outstanding. 200 rupees is outstanding as given in the adjustment. So as you can see, rent rates and taxes was outstanding 200. So we will add the outstanding rent rates and taxes. Rent rates and taxes 200. So total goes outside 3650. Since all adjustments have two effects, the second effect of this adjustment appears on the liability side of balance sheet. So we will write here outstanding rent rates and taxes 200. This is over. Now coming to next, freight. No adjustment. Freight appears on the trading account, and in trading account we will leave some space from the top because the first two entries of trading account should be opening stock and purchases, less returns. So we will leave some space and then write to freight. Freight is 2,250. There is no adjustment, so we will write the amount directly in the amount column. Next is sales return. Sales return is adjusted from sales, and sales appears on the credit side of trial balance. Sales is 1 lakh, sales return is 6,000. So we will write here buy sales 1 lakh less sales return 6,000. So this is 94,000. Then we have motor car. On this we have adjustment. So first we will write motor car on the asset side. Inner column 25,000, and the adjustment says depreciation charged on motor car is 10%. So 25,000 less 10% will be 2,500. $22,500. Effect of depreciation needs to appear on the profit and loss account debit side. To depreciation on motor car 2,500. Only the value of depreciation should appear here. Both the effects of motor car is given. Opening stock, as I told you, opening stock is the first item of trading account. So we will write here, we left some space to opening stock 75,550. Furniture and fixtures, this too has adjustment. 15,500 is the value that should be written on the asset side. Furniture and fixtures 15,500. On this we will reduce depreciation at 5%. So 5% of 15,500 comes to 775. Now depreciation again on the profit and loss account, debit side, to depreciation on furniture 775. Next entry is purchases, trading account debit side. Since purchases has returns also, return outwards, $75,000. We can show directly purchases on the debit side amount column and return outwards on the credit side of trading account. That also we can do. Then drawings. Drawings is to be deducted from capital. So on liability side, we will write capital. So the value of drawings is 13,560. On this you have to calculate interest because it has adjustment that says interest on drawings at 6%. So the interest amount comes to 814. We'll show this effect on the credit side of profit and loss account because interest on drawings is an income to the firm. So this is the credit side of profit and loss account. We will write here by interest on drawings 814. So adjustment for drawings is also done. Then we have investments. It does not have any adjustment. The value of investment is shown on the asset side of balance sheet. Investments amount to 65,500. Then lastly, cash in hand, cash at bank. The value of cash in hand, cash at bank is 36,000 and 53,000. Now the debit side is over. We have finished with entries of debit side of the trial balance. Now we'll come to the credit side. It says bills payable. Bills payable is a liability, so it should appear on the liability side of balance sheet. We have given some space here. Bills payable 85,550. Then we have sundry creditors. There also we don't have any adjustment. The amount is 25,000. Then we have provision for bad debts. As I told you, this should appear on the profit and loss account, credit side. By provision for bad debts 1,500. Then we have return outwards. We'll post this on the credit side of trading account. Purchase return it is. Return outwards. It can be shown as a deduction from purchases or separately on the credit side of trading account. Return outwards is 4,500. Capital 2,50,000. Balance sheet. Discount received, interest received, both on the profit and loss account credit side. $3,500. Discount received is 3,500. Interest received is 11,260. Sales we have already recorded. Since all the adjustments are given effect, the only adjustment that is remaining is closing stock. We have given effect of depreciation on furniture, bad debts, depreciation on motor car, interest on drawings, rent rates and taxes, and discount on debtors. So closing stock is the only thing that remains. So we will write it in the trading account credit side. Closing stock 35,000. So be shown on the asset side. Closing stock 35,000. With this we have completed the posting of entries. Now the last step is to balance the accounts. The total of debit side of trading account is 1,52,800. Since the total of debit side is more than the total of credit side, so we will close the trading account with the balance that is higher than the other. Gross loss is 19,300. This will be shown on the debit side of profit and loss account. 2. Gross loss 19,300. Now again we will do the balancing of profit and loss account. We will total the debit side of profit and loss account and subtract with the total of credit side of profit and loss account. The total of debit side of profit and loss account exceeds the total of credit side of the profit and loss account, and that's why we got net loss of 27,482. We will deduct these amounts from capital and we got 2,08,144. The total of both the sides of balance sheet, that is the assets and liabilities side, comes to 3,18,894. So our balances have matched.